Hello and welcome back to more Meet Your Maker. Today's trap, we're going to be running to the Chimney. This is another map that I'm building, and luckily for us, this person that I'm currently watching did a little bit of scout of the outside. The design behind this entire base was an attempt to try and make something large and something you have to climb up of. It wasn't as easy to pull off, and I've learned a lot about this base that I can try to add it to other bases in the future. But for now, let's go ahead and jump to the first kill here, and we'll see how this entire level pans out. All right, so into the map we go. On the left here, you'll see a piston that was meant to try and hide out a illusion block behind me on the left side. The attempt was to try and get someone flanked from behind. Ooh, but there we go, our first kill of the map. There goes his teammate. Let's go ahead and switch over to him. He's coming down here. Be all nice and careful. Poor teammate getting picked on. He's playing careful, playing safe. Now he just needs to jump on through. Do it. Commit. Save your teammate. Oh, he actually trapped the trap there. So that's what I tried to get. The angle doesn't work as well. This game doesn't really work with diagonals as much as I would like for it to. I'm hoping that will get fixed in the future or perhaps have more tools to deal with it. But you can see it's kind of hard to snag people from behind, which I think is allowing runners to be really strong. Furnace gets him again. Yes. So the thing about furnaces is they will trigger over and over, which we realized in our video yesterday, and these two just realized here. Let's see if they can get this on this next run through. Ooh, he got it down. Whew, I almost thought he got caught there. Let's see if they can get up here and grab this vault. So why they want to go through here is I have a vault hidden behind this in the back left corner. It gives them more resources. Every map will have a vault, and depending on the difficulty and size, it will have 2 up to 3 vaults in total. Let's see if his teammate can get this. There's the res. There is 2 on this map, and they are both hidden behind corrosive cubes. One will be a little bit more harder to find later on. So this is the start of our base. I wanted to make it simple. It's got a couple of easy traps. Oh my god! Well, I thought they were easy traps, as this poor fellow's getting picked on. You know, let's switch to his point of view. I think he's the leader for them. So that's Opaque. That's a mod that hides things, and I've been using it more lately. The benefit of it is obviously you can't see through it. It just costs 5 extra currency on your base, so not too expensive and relatively nice to use for a trap. All right, this room is pretty empty right now. I'm planning to fill this room out later on when I get more money and prestige. Currently, we're on prestige level 4, so I got 6 iterations of this base to make it a death trap before it will be retired. There is the second spawn I was hoping to get their bolts in. Nice, he moves in and gets stabbed right away. I've actually already upgraded this room. This room now has 2 traps, and the benefit is that you can see through that little cube on the left as it is made out of glass. Is he gonna go for it? The other guy here, he makes it through and he saves him. That glass there lets you see through it, so if you scout correctly, you can actually get into there without any issues. And I wanted that to be something that veteran players could get into, but newbies get picked off. Or if you're not paying attention, at least 1 death, and that's all I'm looking for, right? For each base, I want like 4 or 5 deaths, and you know, usually if we can get that out of a run, I'm pretty happy. Let's switch to this guy. As he continues to be the main leader here. Up here is one of my patented bomb traps. Not as good as normal, but I also added a little bit of a flair to this one. So that one gets scouted right away, but look to the right. Oh! Oh, those bounces weren't the greatest, but that's okay. I'm trying to figure out the best way to have bombs placed up in high velocity areas. I wanted to not have a low arc like I had on my other base and try to have something kind of rain down the ramps. It hasn't been as strong as my other base, but still learning lessons. Okay, so here's the main feature of this. I wanted to use a corrosive box in the middle as more of like a fire kind of look. Make it look like a chimney or a tower to climb up as you run around the corners. And if you walk into the middle, you obviously die, right? It's hot, molten fire, that kind of whole thing. I have changed this base a lot. In fact, I'm already on another edition. As I felt like some of these traps were kind of weak, and they kind of were just bait, right? And if you just kind of ignore them, you can kind of run to the top. Oh, watch out for that one. That'll get you. But the idea is there, and if you have any ideas for what you could do, let me know. I do have one more bomb trap. I hit it here with that little corner trap, so they go all over the place, and we get 1 kill. Did we find a second? Oh, we got them both. Nice. Now they have to start all the way from the beginning. Okay, so let's see how they handle this next run through. Okay, here we go. So they know where everything's at. They have gotten 1 vault. I don't think they got the vault up here. I think they gave up on that one. Good cleanup on those bombs. Nice. So as you can see, bombs are still a favorite, although I'm slowly coming around furnaces the more I play. Oh, is he not paying attention? He lives though, he's fine. Oh no! So that's why you put the corrosive cubes there. A lot of people, when they get hooked in, they freak out and jump like crazy. And so I used that box there as a punishment, and it worked out gloriously. So I would say so far this is a pretty good run for them. They've gotten a couple of picks. One thing that I'm starting to have a lot of issues with is there are these abilities to iframe through a lot of traps, which people are just kind of speedrunning and iframing through. I don't know if that'll be a developer fix, if it'll be a nerf to the item or what, but all my bases that are designed around 1 or 2 traps per room are suddenly becoming negligent. And so now I'm working on a new scary base that I'll debut probably in a couple of days for you guys to see. I think it's gotten him twice now. But, you know, the meta is slowly evolving in this game. Players are getting better, and the traps are starting to get weaker. Ooh, nice parry there. So you can parry most projectiles in this game. I say most because I don't think you can parry all the bombs. I think you can hit 1 of them. And you can't parry fire either, which I would consider a projectile. Ooh, nice. Okay, so he clears it out, and now they got the Jinn. So now they have to work their way down. A lot of my traps are up above as you're heading down. So if they look up, they should do just fine. I do think there is 1 trap that may be on the ground on the way down. Nice, good cleanup. And I try to play with like different angles and different ideas for every way that the bombs could come down. But what I've found out is most people are starting to look up in my bases because I think I overuse traps. So I think I'm gonna start trying to set the rules, build out my base, and then half all my top traps if I can, and just try to put out normal traps, or even just like try to set up a room to be more deadly. But you know, continuing to learn as I get better. There it is. There's that top trap. Good cleanup by them. And there's 1 bomb trap at the very bottom here. Let's see if they find it here. I hit it behind a empty top side. Oh! He did not see that. So that one was hidden by a curve on the top right corner, so it's not as obvious. One that I thought that they would find, and actually got both of them. So let's go ahead and jump all the way back to that situation so you guys don't have to run them all the way through again. 1 second here. Oh no! Okay, I was gonna jump forward, but they got a double kill again. Okay, let's really fast forward this time. All right, our 2 adventurers have made it back to the top. 1 has been bombed by the same trap. Oh no! It's okay though. He got the res on. All is well. All right. So that is actually a spawn beacon. If you die, you will spawn back there. It's something that you can utilize to make sure that you survive through a run. I think it's better in single player, but hey, if you gotta use it in co-op, you gotta use it in co-op, right? Nice and slow. Now they made it to, I believe, the 2nd level before they were picked off. There is 1 more level underneath there with 1 more bomb trap that could get them. That was the spears. Spears are kind of weird, man. I gotta start playing with like homing missiles and whatnot. I think that might make it a little bit more exciting. So I think the spears are a little too one-dimensional, and they also can miss the user if they stand right in the middle, which is a bit surprising. They found the last bomb, and now they'll be heading back through my other bomb cave. Now this one I made an obvious trap, and then one that shoots right when it sees your feet. There's the one with your feet. Oh, it got 1 of them. Nice. Now the other one might activate. It's used as bait, but I have it there right above it. Okay, it got blown up, so no worries. And they're gonna run up there and try and kill that off. I did add pistons down here. I had a problem with people just kind of running forward instead of dealing with those bombs, so the pistons slow that down, and I also added 1 more trap for a kill. Pretty obvious, but it's kind of what you have to do to stop speedrunners. That one's for those that hard swing, but they don't really do that too much, which is fine with me. Another piston as well to slow them down, and I think they might be out scot-free. Oh, this one's a good one too. Look at that angle, dude. That thing blows up so well. It bounces straight into the angled roof, and then right here on the left, I added a nice little cone that makes sure that it pops into that corner so they can't stay safe. And I think they're home free, right? Yes, they are. Congratulations! They made it through our base. Total kill count, I believe, was 20 kills. Thank you for watching, and get ready for my next base. It's a doozy.